So this is the swarm box we just brought down off the tree at our nephew Dan's house, and the bees are still a little bit agitated. This is the tree they came off of, and there's still a few bees kind of flying back up toward the tree. So they're a little bit disoriented, but that's why we didn't want to move them too far at one time. We'll give them a chance to get acclimated to being down off the tree for a couple of days, and then we'll move them into the permanent hive. So this is where the hive's going to be, right over here. And they're going to go into the big beehive. So Roy and Dan are getting it all leveled up. And it'll be ready for the swarm to move into in just a few days.
Okay, this is our flying high hive. It's been sitting over by the railroad track and out in full sun most of the day for the last 3 years. Well, this is the 4th year. And it's done fine over there. But I just felt like the bees could use a little shade in the summertime. So back here is a little shadier. And this part of central North Carolina does not get near as cold as our mountain house does. So I think they'll be just fine back here and get a little breeze. I think it'll be better for them. I don't know how much we cleaned this area up here a little bit. We leveled it up, put the blocks under it, got them level, put the stand up is level across there, got the box over here. Now, in just a few days, we're going to put the bees in this box. So we were looking at what kind of stuff we had here. So these are a couple, I got 2 or 3 frames that were drawn down just a little bit. There's one that's just got wax starter strip on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in this box. Yep. I'm gonna mess that wax up. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in there. These were frames that were spun out that had honey in them last year. And you can see where that's all messed up, where we popped the caps off to get the honey out. But the bees will clean that up. There's a spider. He doesn't need to be in there, but it won't hurt anything. They'll take care of the spider. So when the bees get put in here, this will give them a tremendous head start to be able to have some comb that's already built, started out for them. I see right now I need to put another screw in here. I've been putting screws in them instead of these thumbtacks, but I'll work on that, not a problem. And I do have 2 more of these frames here where we spun out. So I'll put these in here also. And when I pull the bees out of the swarm box, I'll look and see how many bees there are. If it's lots and lots of capped brood in there that's going to be hatching, I'll leave this in here. If not, I might take a few of these out. We'll determine that when we open up the swarm box and start putting them in here. But I'm going to leave them in here for right now. We cleaned the inside the box out. It had some kind of little things. I don't know if it's termites or what. But anyway, we burnt them out and some kind of bugs. And I run the torch around in here because you never know what's been in the box and laid eggs in here. So I like to clean them out so the bees don't have to deal with them when they get here. So this box is sitting here ready to go. And I'll go ahead and put the lid on it. And I'm going to go over here and pick up the, that's got a little wobble in it.
A little wobble in it now.
But that'll settle out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really worried about it. Time it rains once or twice, this will all be good.
It'll pack down.
So I brought the swarm box down this morning. And I had set it in the sun, in the shade. I had accidentally set it in the sun when I took it down, not thinking about it. And then a little bit later, I set it over in the shade. So there's a couple of bees that have found this box and over here sniffing these other bees. So this location, I don't have anywhere to go except right in front of the box. So I'm gonna put my jacket on and open this thing up. Most of the time I can stand behind the box and walk away from the backside before the bees will get to me.
Because they're pretty mad.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy being sit in there this long.
Closed up. It's right about noon now, so they would typically have been flying for several hours by now, foraging.
Yeah. It was nice and cool this morning, but it has warmed up, so I need to get them on out of here. Go get me that anise spray.
Sure.
You can hear the bees. They're not happy.
I'm going to help you zip up.
Anise kind of calms them down. If you like licorice, it smells good. If you don't like licorice, it smells bad, and I'm not a licorice fan. Get my gloves on and get Shirley to get on out of the way. We can leave the camera here, and you'll see the bees come out, and they'll fly around for a little bit. And Shirley, if you can just rotate the camera around. I don't know if you can see, but right here's where where the swarm was caught right here. This is where this box was located. So we're moving it 10, maybe 12 feet over there.
Not really far.
Not very far. The bees shouldn't have no problem finding it, being this close.
And
I should have probably started getting my tape edge up before I got my gloves on. You want to come start it up, Shirley?
I can.
I think this edge right here come. Up. Okay, I can get it now. That's good.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get out of the way because I don't have.
So I like to get the tape completely off and get it away from the bees. This screen wire goes a right good size in here over the opening, and that way the bees don't get stuck in it. So I like to get the tape completely off quickly and get it out of the way.
So Royce decided that today's a good day to move the swarm box a little bit closer to the hive. So he's got a plug that is the exact size of the opening on the swarm hive. And he's going to put that in just to close the bees up. And just move the box over, and he's going to sit it on top of the hive, which is right here. It's not very far away. And point the opening the same way that the hive opening is going to be. And I'm going to step back a little bit more because he's going to open it back up. Okay, well, they didn't come out at all. It's a little bit cool tonight, and so that's why the bees weren't out flying. It's down in the high 50s. All right, it's one down, got 4 more to do now. We're over at our friend Jean and Jody's house, and we're going to move their swarm box, and you can see the little plug Roy's got to put in the swarm box just to close the bees up. Typically, we would wait until after dark to do this when all the bees would be inside the hive, but it got kind of cool this afternoon. It's down in the mid-50s, and so we realized the bees are not flying. They are already inside the hive, inside the swarm box. So there they go. Yep, they didn't come out at all. Wow. Perfect timing. And so we'll leave the swarm box sitting here for a couple of days, and then we'll actually move the bees down into the hive.